time. All right, cool beans. So we are recording. We are ready to go. I wanted to first talk about some things that are coming up in June so you can mark them down on your calendar. You know what dates are coming so that way you can better prepare. Then we are going to talk about goal setting for this month. And we're going to talk about 3 different areas so that way we can be very clear about what our goals are for the month of June, giving us clear action steps to move forward. Okay, so our wellness studio is going to kind of reset starting tomorrow because it's the 1st, but we're leaving open enrollment until June 8th. So anybody can join up until June 8th for the June challenge group. Okay, and that's in the wellness studio, which is run through Facebook. So just for example, I have a call to action for a challenge group going up tomorrow night. I have a transformation post that I am going to share on Tuesday that will probably have some sort of a hook, but maybe not necessarily a hard call to action, because we don't want to do call to actions every single post or every single day because then they become white noise. Right? We want to show up and be present, but we don't want to be hooking all the time. So I will probably do an inspiring post, but not necessarily, I want it to be more of like a, hey, what are you doing post rather than a hook post. And then I will do a last call post on the 7th since we're starting on the 8th. And really on the 7th, if we do a last call, they can get digital access that night and they can start the workouts and we can work through the nutrition part of things, that week. Then the next thing we have coming up is from June 22nd, which is a Monday, through June 24th. We are going to do that 3-day coach sneak peek. So starting like on the 11th, I would encourage you to really start breadcrumbing and sprinkling in your experience with coaching. Start talking about coaching in a post, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a hook or a call to action post where you're publicly inviting them to join you, but it's showcasing what coaching has done for you. Has it kept you more accountable? Has it given you a sense of community? Has it helped you push through some hard times? Has it helped you financially? What are the things that have come out of your experience with being a coach, and talk about that. And then on Sunday night, the 14th, I would talk about it again, but have a call to action. Okay. Inviting them to learn more about what you do, to experience how it's whatever you're talking about. Has it helped you financially? Has it helped you stay more accountable? Is that what they're looking for? To join you in learning more so that they can stay more accountable, or they can maybe create that secondary income that helps relieve a little bit of the stress in the family. Then you'll make your normal posts throughout the week. I would do another call to action on Thursday, the 18th. And here's the thing. Sunday nights before people go back to work are great call to action posts for coaching, okay? Because they're dreading Monday and going back to work, and they're looking for something that's an out. They're looking for a different path that's going to allow them to pursue a life that's more fulfilling. Thursdays are great because it's payday, and many people don't feel like they're compensated enough for what they do, or money is a big stress and they could use an additional income to help support their family. Okay, so that's why I say Sunday and Thursday. And then Sunday the 21st is going to be like your last call to learn more. Definitely talk about this. Go live in your stories that week before and talk about coaching. Talk about what you're doing for the day. Like I do a checklist, but that week I will probably talk more live on my stories about what I got to do for coaching. What I got to do, not what I had to do. That I got to talk with my girls who are seeing progress. That I got to see my girls push heavier weight, or celebrate the fact that they upped their weights, or they did more reps, or they did reps on their toes instead of on their knees. All of those things are the exciting things that you want to talk about, because for me, that's what excites me about coaching. That's what I get amped up and juiced up over, is seeing people feel good and make that progress. So those are things we want to talk about, because that's what it is. I don't look at coaching as a burden or another thing on my to-do list. I get to sit down and work. And that's what people want to know. So I will go live and I will talk about that. And then I will just have a simple poll that says, hey, I want to learn more, or what are you doing, or something like that. Do 2 positives, okay? So that they are picking one or the other. And even if they click it by mistake, you're still opening that door to conversation. Okay, so that's going to be the week of like the 15th with your last call on the 21st. We will add our girls to the group on the 21st and 22nd, and then it'll run the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Okay, so then we do that because the new coach training is going to start the 1st of, it won't be actually the 1st of July because that's a Wednesday. It would be that following Monday, which is going to be what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th. Okay, so just to kind of give you an idea. Also sorry, you heard that? The girls are getting yelled at upstairs. Apparently they're being crazy because PJ was just like, lay down. Oh my gosh. Okay, so another upcoming date, and this is for next month, but is something to start planning ahead because we want to definitely start talking about it. MBF is launching for coaches on July 7th. Super pumped for this. Okay, so we definitely want to start talking about that program and it launching. Okay, I personally would normally start right when it launches, but I'm going to be wrapping up 80-day obsession, and I'm going to be in the last 3 weeks of that. So I am not going to start MBF until July 27th. Let me pull my calendar up here because I just want to give you a couple dates. So MBF launches to us as coaches on the 7th. Maybe it's the 6th. I thought it was the 7th though. It's either the 6th or the 7th. I could be slightly off on that for coaches, but then it doesn't launch to our customers until the 27th. Okay. The 27th, I will be done with 80-day obsession on the 26th. So I personally will be starting MBF on the 27th, but we will have a team-wide group opening up for MBF to start on the 3rd. Okay, so we can ramp it up, we can be talking about it, we can be excited about it, we can be doing the sneak peeks, we can maybe do, if you have an off day in your program, you can be doing a couple of the workouts after the 7th once you have digital access to it, so that way you have people lined up ready to go. Like they're excited to start the program with you. You can be talking about that our start date is August 3rd. That is going to be our August challenge group is doing MBF together. And then that way, on the 27th, when it launches, we have that whole week to get people set up. Okay, so I also like to start the program a week before typically, just so I am a week ahead. And when my clients come to me and say, what should I do for this move or whatever, I've already done it. So I know exactly what they're talking about or maybe what they're going to struggle with. I can maybe give them a heads up on something that I found helpful during that workout or during that meal planning or whatever that may look like. It's just kind of nice as a coach to be a week ahead than your clients are. Okay, so it launches on the 6th or the 7th of July for coaches. It launches to the consumers on the 27th, and we will start a team-wide group on August 3rd. Okay, so hopefully that's clear. We have that in line. Now we are going to talk about our goals for this month, because we can set goals, we can put them out there, but until we write them out, we have a clear vision for what our goals are and what our purpose is, we cannot create a clear path to make those happen. So therefore it's left to chance and it doesn't happen. And then that leaves us feeling discouraged. And then we kind of get into this pattern of, well, I already missed it, so if I miss it again, it's not going to be a big deal type of a thing. So what I would love to do is set personal goals for June, business goals for June, and then for you to write out a mission statement. What is your purpose? Why are you showing up for this business? What do you want this to look like for you and your family? How do you want to serve others? Because that is going to be your driving force to show up and make the first two happen. Okay? So we have to be clear in what our goals are. And then what do we need to do to make those goals happen? If we want to help 5 women feel confident in their own skin this month, then we better invite at least 50 women to join us in a challenge group or in the coaching opportunity. 10%. Okay? 10% are going to be ready to join. And the others are just, no, not right now. Maybe financially it doesn't work. Maybe they don't believe in themselves enough. Maybe they're interested, but they kind of want to watch and see what you do first to know that they can trust you and that they can lean on you. Okay? But that's what it looks like. If we want 5 to join, we have to invite at least 50. And with everything that's going on and the stress load of everybody and with financial strain happening right now, I would say increase that number. Worst case scenario, you're instilling a seed of belief in 60 women. And being a friend and saying, hey, I believe in you. Or I would love for you to join us. I would love for you to be a part of this community because this is what it's done for me. And I can only imagine how it could change your life. Not that that's necessarily how you're inviting people, but that's the thought process. We are not selling people, girls. That is not the mission of this team. And none of you have that thought process. So even allowing that fear or that self-doubt to creep in and be like, oh, well, you're just trying to sell, or she's going to think I'm trying to sell, because I know that that comes up in your brain, because there's still times that it creeps up in mine. You know it's not the truth, because tonight we're going to write out our mission. And we're going to read that before we invite. What is our purpose? What is our mission? If our purpose and our mission is to empower and instill belief and help women feel healthy and confident and have energy and have something of their own instead of pouring into everybody else and never pouring into themselves, that's what's going to come across when you invite. That's your purpose. You're trying to serve that mission. You're not trying to make a sale. The more people we aim to serve, the more we are going to grow, the larger impacts we are going to make, and the greater our growth is going to be. It's okay to make money on helping others. I know that that can be a disconnect. But when your mission is to serve others and to have a purpose and to help, it's okay. It's not that kind of greasy, slimy thought that you think of when you're making money off of making a sale. Okay, so I'm going to set my timer on my phone. Let's see, it is 9:19. So I'm going to set it for 3 minutes for us to write out our personal goals. And then I'm going to set it for 3 minutes to write out our business goals. And then I'm going to set it for 3 more minutes to write out our personal goals. So I'm going to set my timer at 3 minutes. And I'm going to do this with you because while I have my personal goals in my head, I do not have them written out yet. So, oh, Amanda, you're on. Hello, friend. Did you just join us? No? Have you been on? I didn't see you. Hold on, you're muted. What did you say?
A little bit. I think I was about 5 after.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So you know what we're doing as far as setting goals. Okay. I don't know why my screen wasn't showing you for me. I didn't like that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. Dawn, you asked how many. However many you like, what are you wanting to work towards this month? I would say however many is right for you, but make them doable. Don't try to like just throw out, oh, I'm going to reach these 5 goals this month. Is it building consistency? Is it dialing in your nutrition? And if it's dialing in your nutrition, what does that look like? Is it following the containers? Is it tracking? Is it doing your workout? If you're following, you're going to be doing lift 4. So is it following lift 4 and doing all 4 workouts plus one extra a week? Try to be as specific as possible. But what are your personal goals with your wellness? So that'll help narrow it down a bit. What are your personal goals with your nutrition and fitness for the month of June? Okay, that clear? Okay, cool. So I'm going to start my timer. Go ahead and write your goals down. Got just a little over a minute. Okay, we good on those? Okay, so now we're going to move on to business goals. So same thing. Pick something that speaks to your heart, okay? Don't just pick something that you think you should be at or that you think you should be doing. Pick something that motivates you to show up for your business. What are your goals for this month? Okay? 3 minutes. Got about a minute left. Okay, so I'm going to set it for 2 minutes and we're going to work through what our mission is for this month. What is our overall purpose, our goal in moving forward? Okay. Sorry, that was really low. Okay, so what I would love for you to do now is to go back through your personal goal and your business goals and circle the one that if you wrote more than one, like for myself, I have 4 under each. Which one is going to be your push goal that if you've ever listened to Chalene Johnson, what is going to be the push goal? What is the one that is going to be, when you reach that, it's going to be the trickle down effect and help everything else fall into place. So for example, my personal goals are to track my nutrition 6 days a week, following the containers and using the app, because I've been fairly lazy about that. Number 2 is to decrease alcohol intake to only 1 day a week. Number 3 is personal development and gratitude 7 days a week. And number 4 is to drink 100 ounces of water every single day. I know that if I track my nutrition, I will get my ish together and everything else will fall into place. So that is my push goal. I circled number 1, actually tracking my containers in the app and being very focused. Okay, does that make sense? So that one thing is going to really help me to kind of gear my brain up. My business goals. One is to help 2 coaches rank advance this month. Number 2 is to help 20 women start their wellness journey. Number 3 is to invite 6 days a week with at least 10 invites each of those 6 days. And number 4 is to track daily. My push goal is inviting 6 days a week with 10 plus, because I know that if I am showing up, I will be consistent. I automatically track when I show up every single day. And I get my invites out because I like to see that number. I like to see that I checked off, I got those invites out, and I reached out to that many people. It will help me reach my 20 plus women for the month because I will be inviting 60 people a week at minimum. And by showing up and being consistent myself, I know that that trickles down into our team, and that helps everybody else kind of show up and do the same. So that would be my push goal, is to do that every single day. So what is your one goal that's going to help you push and kind of help everything else fall into place? And then for your mission, I challenge you to read that mission every day. What is your purpose? What are you wanting to serve every day? That is going to help you. It's like your why, but it's giving you that sense of knowing that you're making a difference. We can only make an impact if we get out of our own way, right? We can let the self-doubt or the fact that we haven't maybe done our best yet, or that we haven't reached a certain goal yet, hold us back. But at the end of the day, there will be no growth if we don't step out of our own way and take a step forward. It's a learning game, you guys, and things are constantly changing. So we just have to be willing to put in the work and show up. Okay? But it's that mission. What's your purpose? What do you want this to do? Not just for you, but what do you want to be for others? Do you want to be that light and help other women see that they can show up and push play in their living room and feel empowered and show their children to lead a little bit healthier lifestyle, to be more active, to have more energy for their families? What is driving you to show up? And know that there's other women out there who need that, right? That they need to hear our story, that they need to know that even when it's not easy to roll out of bed, you slough yourself out and you do it anyway, because after it's done, you feel empowered, you feel stronger, you feel more energy, you feel more confident. Those are all the things that we want to share with everyone around us, right? So read that mission every morning and go into your day with intention, and the rest is going to fall into place. But it has to start here, and you have to empower that movement. Okay? All right, cool. I would love if you girls are willing to share your goals, or even if it's just your big push goal for this month. I would love if you would unmute yourself and share what your personal and business goal is for the month.
I can do that.
All right, girlfriend, let's hear it.
So my personal goal, my push goal, is to get up and do my daily gratitude before 6:10 a.m. so I can start my day with gratitude. Because once I get up and do that at 6:10, it will push me to do my Lift 4 workout 4 days a week, plus one more workout, plus yoga. So it'll be 6 days a week. And then during that time, I also will do my 20 minutes of personal development. I'm going to finish Brene Brown, and I want to start Glennon Doyle's Untamed.
Love it. I love that you said by 6:10. Like, you were very specific. The more specific and clear we can be, the more we have that push of, okay, it's 6:10. Like, hello, remember what you said you were going to do for yourself? So I love that. Good job. And what was your business goals?
So my push goal is my 30 minutes on my Success Club tracker tracking daily. because once I do that, I will be able to inspire 3 women to begin their journey. I will speak in my stories 3 days a week because I hate speaking in my stories. And doing that will get me Emerald by June 27th.
Perfect. I love it. And June 27th is a really great day.
Really?
It is. It's going to be
Wow.
our 11th anniversary. So
Yay!
that's a great day. Let's celebrate on that day. Yeah. All right. Thank you for sharing. That's awesome. Those are some really good goals. And the action item is what's going to get you to move forward. So having that goal of
Right.
tracking and looking at what you're doing every single day is going to help to push you forward.
Yes.
Love it. Amanda, are you willing to share, my dear?
Sure.
Okay.
So my personal goals are tracking my nutrition. So the workouts I've been doing, 6 days a week consistently early, but the tracking, I can plan a meal, but if I'm not tracking it, then I'm like, oh, where else am I supposed to be? So tracking it and using the containers, which then would be leading me to being more consistent with my nutrition, and then staying continually consistent with the workouts as well. Then my business goals would be, I think, to share more consistently. And then, as I'm sharing, then I'd have more people to reach out to, or more feelers out there as well. So
awesome. All right, girlfriend. Those are good. I definitely love that you are going to be tracking. I know you've been doing UPF and you've been super consistent with your workouts and doing the virtual gym every morning. So that's dialed in. We'll get to tracking. We'll track together and hold each other accountable on that for nutrition, so that we can stay there. I love that you're going to share more. It's starting those conversations and just connecting with people, even if they don't necessarily comment on your post, but just reaching out and connecting with them to start conversation. And it doesn't have to be about Beachbody. It can just be like, how are you guys holding up with everything going on? Are your kids doing any sports? It's just having conversation to open the door to if we can serve them. It's not about if we can make a sale to them. Is there something that we can do to serve them? Do they need personal development in their life? Do they, could they use some recipes that we have found lately that we really, really enjoy, or that the kids really enjoy because they have a hard time having their kids eat healthy foods, or that they could use the community and want to join us in a challenge group, or they have health and fitness goals. It's not, opening that door isn't just to make a sale. And I think that sometimes starting that conversation, you feel like that's the only reason you're starting the conversation. It's not. It's building that relationship and that trust with people, and seeing if you can serve them. We are problem solvers as coaches. Okay. So it's being that friend who maybe does send the message, because how often do you get a message from even your closest friends sometimes? When's the last time you spoke with them, or that they sent you a message just to say, hey? Sometimes it's nice to just have that, hey girl message, I hope you have a really great day. Things like that. So I love that you're going to be more consistent with that's our goal for this month. So keep focusing on that. And you're rocking your workouts and nutrition. Let's do it. So thank you both for sharing. I appreciate you opening up and sharing those goals, because one, it makes them real, right? And two, it's going to hold us accountable to make them happen. So tomorrow is a fresh, brand new day to a new month and a new week. I love when the first falls on a Monday, because it's just like a fresh slate. We can start clean and really move forward and push for our goals this month. So I hope you girls have a great rest of your evening. Dawn, rock it out in the morning. It'll be like 9:10 my time, but you will be rocking it out. Amanda and I will be rocking it out together first thing in the morning, since we're same time zone. But we're rooting for you, girlfriend. At 9:10, we'll be like, yeah, go Dawn. Whoop, whoop. All right, girls, you have a great rest of your evening, and I will talk with you later.